to return to a story we were just telling you about climate change being linked to human rights, that climate change is a threat to people and communities around the world, particularly in low-lying areas. We're joined now by the President of the Maldives, Maumoon Abdul Gayoom. Mr. President, thank you very much for joining us. This must be quite pleasing news for you, what the United Nations is saying, this resolution.
Yes, it is indeed. The Maldives has always advocated steps towards minimizing the effects of climate change and global warming on low-lying countries of the world, as well as other nations that would suffer as a result of climate change. And I think this has come as a very good decision. We are very happy with the decision of the Human Rights Council to request the Secretary General to conduct a study, a detailed analytical study on the relationship between climate change and human rights. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. What practical difference would this actually make to you?
It will indeed make a lot of difference because, we are inhabitants of a very low-lying country in the world, the Maldives. Our main land, rises only about 3 to 4 feet above mean sea level. So in case of any global climate change and sea level rise, our people will suffer a great deal. So if human rights are linked to the environment in the sense that a safe environment is a fundamental human right, then I think a lot of focus can be made on this issue, and people around the world will be aware of the situation, aware of the problems that will be faced by low-lying countries and regions of the world, and I think we could work towards finding a solution to that.
So you mean it would raise your profile?
Well, of course, it will raise our profile, and of course it will alert the peoples of the world, all nations of the world, to the importance of climate change because it has become part of fundamental human rights.
Briefly, meanwhile, what plans are you making to combat the effect of climate change in the Maldives?
We in the Maldives are doing a lot of things. We have an environmental action plan. We have a law in place, and we have banned mining of coral and stones from rocks from our lagoons, and we are doing a lot of tree planting and of course raising of land in some islands and building shore defenses around islands, and a lot of things are being done locally, nationally in the Maldives, but that would not be enough to save our country from the effects of sea level rise.
Mr. President,
yes.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. President. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll have to leave it there. That's the President of the Maldives, Maumoon Abdul Gayoom.